hear about the construction worker who accidentally glued himself to the ceiling, he had a real uplifting experience at work that day. Now, while that may sound like a sticky situation, it's only a drop in the ocean compared to some of the most expensive construction mistakes the world has ever seen, from bridges that don't quite meet in the middle, to skyscrapers that sway a little too much in the wind. The world of construction is riddled with blunders that have had some serious consequences, and today, we're not just going to talk about these errors. Oh no, we're going to rank them. That's right, we're taking you on a tour of these architectural anomalies in the order of their cost. From the minor missteps that made us chuckle to the major mishaps that made us gasp, we've got them all lined up. So buckle up as we start our journey from the oops to the bank-breaking construction blunders. Starting off, we have some mistakes that, while not exactly cheap, didn't exactly break the bank either. Let's delve into a world where the margin of error is as thin as the blade of a construction worker's trowel. In this realm, minor missteps can lead to monumental mishaps. Take incorrect measurements, for instance. They might seem like a harmless oversight, but they can cause major headaches down the line. Picture this. You're constructing a beautiful, ornate cathedral. You're nearly done, but then you realize your measurements were slightly off. Suddenly, your masterpiece is now more akin to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And while the Leaning Tower may have become a tourist attraction, it's definitely not something you want to replicate. The tower's infamous tilt was due to a miscalculation in the foundation's ability to support its weight, a tiny mistake that led to a centuries-long problem. Then, there's the issue of poor material choice. It's like deciding to build a sandcastle with dry sand. It's just not going to work out. This was the case with the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. The bridge, nicknamed Galloping Gertie, was built using a material that couldn't withstand the wind's force. The result? A spectacular collapse just 4 months after its completion. Lastly, we have the lack of planning. Imagine setting up a domino chain only to realize you didn't plan the path correctly. Now multiply that frustration by about 1 million, and you'll understand the feeling of a contractor who didn't properly plan a construction project. A lack of planning can result in cost overruns, delays, and in some cases, a complete halt of the construction. As we can see, even the small mistakes can lead to some pretty big problems. So the next time you're measuring twice to cut once, or selecting the right material, remember that these seemingly minor details can make a world of difference in the grand scheme of construction. Can you imagine the mishaps we'll uncover as we venture into more expensive territory? Hold on to your hard hats, we're just getting started. Moving up the scale, we enter the realm of the mid-range missteps. These are the mistakes that start to make the accountant sweat. Let's dive right into the heart of the matter and discuss one of the most common mid-range construction mistakes: poor site selection. Imagine this. You've got a prime piece of land, a stellar design, and a team of skilled workers ready to bring your vision to life. But what happens when that prime piece of land isn't so prime after all? Take, for instance, the infamous Vdara Hotel in Las Vegas. This architectural marvel, with its sleek, curved facade, became an unintentional death ray. Yes, you heard that right. The curved, mirrored surface reflected and concentrated the desert sun onto a small area of the pool deck, causing temperatures to skyrocket and plastic to melt. Talk about a hotspot. Poor site selection and failure to consider the environmental factors resulted in a mid-range misstep that had quite a sizzling impact. Next on our list is inadequate safety measures. The importance of safety in construction cannot be overstated. When safety measures are ignored or inadequately enforced, the consequences can be dire. Rewind to 2009 in Shanghai, China. The Lotus Riverside, a 13-story apartment building, collapsed intact due to negligence in safety measures. The builders dug an underground garage on one side of the building while piling up excavated soil on the other. The weight imbalance, combined with heavy rain, caused the building to topple over like a felled tree. The collapse resulted in a loss of life and a massive hit to the construction company's reputation and finances. These examples show that the cost of construction mistakes can quickly escalate, both financially and in terms of human life. So remember, whether you're an industry professional or an armchair enthusiast, It's crucial to understand that every decision in the construction process carries weight, because when things go wrong in this industry, they really go wrong. Now we enter the realm of the truly costly, the bank-breaking blunders that make headlines around the world. Let's dive into the deep end of construction catastrophes, where the stakes are high and the blunders even higher. First up is the realm of poor design, where good intentions meet bad execution. Take the infamous case of the Millennium Bridge in London. This architectural marvel was supposed to be a testament to modern design, but it ended up being a wobbly nightmare. When the bridge opened to the public in June 2000, it started to sway alarmingly under the weight of pedestrians. The poor design had failed to account for the synchronized footfall of pedestrians, leading to a phenomenon known as synchronous lateral excitation. The subsequent closure and modifications cost around £5 million. That's one costly wobble. Next, we move to structural failures, where the laws of physics are pushed to their limits, and sometimes they push back. The Lotus Riverside complex in Shanghai is a prime example. In 2009, one of the buildings in the complex toppled over due to a poorly executed excavation project nearby. The unfortunate incident led to a loss of approximately $78 million. Lastly, we delve into the world of project mismanagement, where the devil is indeed in the details. The Sydney Opera House is a case in point. Estimated to be completed in 4 years with a budget of $7 million Australian dollars, it took 14 years and a staggering $102 million to finish. The project was plagued with design changes, political interference, and labor issues, resulting in a cost overrun of over 1,400%. These projects show just how devastating a construction mistake can be, leading to millions or even billions of dollars in losses. From wobbly bridges to toppling buildings and budget blowouts, these bank-breaking blunders serve as cautionary tales in the annals of construction history. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the most expensive construction mistake in history. Enter the infamous Boston Big Dig project, a construction fiasco that has gone down in the annals of history. This colossal undertaking was initially slated to be a straightforward endeavor, a mere urban highway project with an estimated budget of $2.8 billion. However, things didn't exactly go as planned. When the dust settled and the last of the construction crews had packed up their gear, the final price tag was a staggering sum that left jaws dropping nationwide. The Big Dig had ballooned into a massive $14.6 billion venture. That's right, folks, it exceeded its original budget by more than 5 times. So what exactly went wrong here? Well, the devil, as they say, is in the details. The Big Dig was plagued by a multitude of problems, including design flaws, poor management, and rampant corruption. There were delays, safety issues, and lawsuits, each adding another layer to the mounting costs. The consequences of this project were far-reaching. Not only did it leave a gaping hole in the state's budget, but it also led to a nationwide discussion about the importance of oversight and accountability in large-scale construction projects. The Big Dig has served as a cautionary tale for other cities contemplating similar ambitious projects. Despite the controversies and the sky-high costs, the Big Dig did ultimately fulfill its purpose. It replaced an elevated highway system with a much more efficient underground system, reducing traffic congestion and improving the quality of life in Boston. However, it's hard to ignore the fact that the cost was astronomically higher than initially anticipated. The Boston Big Dig truly stands as a testament to the potential cost of construction mistakes. It's a stark reminder that even the most well-intentioned projects can go awry if not meticulously planned and managed. And most importantly, it highlights the importance of learning from our past mistakes to build a better future. So, what can we learn from these costly construction mistakes? Well, the lessons are clear as sunlight slicing through a freshly cleaned window. First and foremost, careful planning is the key. It's like preparing a gourmet meal. You wouldn't just throw all the ingredients into a pot and hope for the best, would you? Next, the importance of quality materials cannot be overstated. Think of your construction project like a suit. A well-tailored suit of high-quality fabric not only looks good, but lasts longer. Moreover, let's not forget safety measures. They're like the seatbelt in your car. often overlooked, but absolutely vital when things go wrong. And lastly, competent project management is the conductor of this orchestra, ensuring every instrument plays its part at the right time and in harmony. Remember, in construction, a stitch in time really can save or in these cases, millions or even billions of dollars.